Good morning. I just wanted to start this episode off by saying good morning because I want you to know that I'm well rested when I'm making these recordings. And I thought just right before I started this, that's actually something I take into my business currently and wish I had done from the very beginning. Is when somebody asks for an appointment, I'll always say, if it's during a really busy day, I'll say, yeah, but I got to crunch you in, or yeah, but I'm going to be really tired. And if they are okay with that, then they'll schedule. Or if they want me to have mostly fresh arms and fresh legs, because it's just such a physically exhausting job, they'll say, oh, we can do it a different day. So anyway, but okay. So you've signed up for cosmetology school, you're ready to go, or you have not, right? And congratulations if you have, and if you have not, don't worry about it. But I will let you know that this will not be a podcast that encourages people to not move forward. Throughout these recordings, I'm going to remind people who have still not yet signed up for school or still not yet created their portfolio or started to create their business that it's okay and take your time, because I don't think that's constructive. It certainly was never constructive for me. So if that triggers anybody, or you don't feel like that's safe for you to listen to, I just wanted to let you know, fair warning right now, I'm just going to be always encouraging people, like, what did you do today for your career? What did you do today for your business? What did you do today for your mind, for your body? And if you did not do what you said you were going to do yesterday, do it today, right? What a serendipitous thing happened to me yesterday when I was buying hair color. I was talking to the girl checking me out. We were talking shop, and the girl behind me recognized my voice, and we had gone to cosmetology school together. And we all just kind of started chatting about our cosmetology school experience, because the sweet girl that works at the color store, if you're already a hairstylist, these color stores and supply chains. I just don't know what companies I'm allowed to mention in this podcast, so I'm just going to say the color store and keep it pretty generic, kind of like a cooking show with their ingredients. And so she's in cosmetology. She's a cosmetologist, and she's working at the color store because it's a grind when you're first building your clientele, right? And so she wanted to talk with me about hair color. And then the girl who I went to cosmetology school with, she's a cosmetologist, but she's not a hairstylist, right? She's just there to buy hair color to do her own hair. And so I just wanted to keep the conversation light and positive, because I was in a position where I wanted to encourage a stylist who is still trying to build her clientele. And I knew that the conversation was going to turn just a touch negative, because I was with someone who had their cosmetology license, and she's not a hairstylist. And it's not like it's negative, but it's negative when you're in the audience of a newer hairstylist, and you know that she's trying so hard to build her business. And funny enough, the girl behind the girl who's in line as well, who I did not go to cosmetology school with, she recognized our conversation, and she said, oh, did you guys go to such and such school? And we all said yes. And she said, oh my gosh, so did I, but she went to the same company, just different location. And the conversation was turning a little bit gossipy about our particular experience with a particular administrative person. And the person who's not a hairstylist really wanted to stay in that conversation about her negative experience. And I mean, we all just kind of agreed that person just didn't have, whatever. She was on her own trip. But the girl who I did not go to cosmetology school with, but she went to school in a different location, She switched the conversation because she could tell I was in a rough spot talking to the checkout girl who is trying to become a hairstylist, the cosmetologist who is not a hairstylist. And she just said, well, cosmetology school is really just what you make of it. And I just was so grateful she had turned the conversation, and I said, exactly. It's completely what you make of it. And I know that going into something really, really, really difficult, it's easier said than done to say, well, it's just whatever you put into it is whatever you get out of it. And I'm just here to tell you that just showing up is 90% of life. So showing up to school right now is all you need to do. It's literally all you need to do is just show up and not worry about anything else. And I have to tell you, my very first day, and I'll talk about this tomorrow. I'm just kind of going with my heart with what I'm going to talk about each day. And I'm doing these daily episodes because I needed daily encouragement. I really did. And if you are the kind of person who doesn't need daily encouragement, good on you. Man, if you're the kind of person who wakes up annoyingly optimistic, good on you. But I needed some tangible guidance just to keep me in this thing, because it was not what I expected, and it ended up being just the best decision I ever made for my life as far as my career decision. So right now, I am proud of you for signing up. And if you have not signed up, but it's still calling for you, I'm telling you right now, go to that website, look for the phone number, click call, and then set up that appointment and sign up for school.